Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
7 yards, the pickup there. Here's Murray from midfield. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First and goal from just inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Maybe 2 up to the 46. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is Bell. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And down inside the 10 at the 9. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Hey, Mike, 20.
They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, Mike, 20, Mike, 20. On the hole, on the hole. Mike 20, in the face.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jonathan Taylor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jordan Phillips in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunt. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. On play action. Now Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Murray now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Cannon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass, and when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run it with Bell. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Hunt will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Rodgers will throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On second down, it's Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect, and that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Bell. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This one complete to Gafford. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Switch. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Returning it is Moore. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he rifles one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the safety creep. Mike 20, here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now. this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. After the turnover, here's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Rodgers. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And, oh, my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. Have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Murray. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Murray to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Arizona, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.